OK。Yeah。还没有开始，要先有。
Ladies and gentlemen, our event will start shortly. Please get seated and get ready. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, our event will get started shortly. Please find your seat and get seated. Thank you so much.
Hello everyone. Hello, my dear guest. It's almost time for us to start the party. Let's sit down, everyone. Hello. Yeah, let's sit down. Our volunteers, please seat our guests. We are going to start the program in 2 minutes. Please sit down, everyone. We'll have plenty of time to say hi to each other. Hello. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you for sitting down. Let's sit down, everybody. Okay, I will hand the mic to our beautiful MCs. We are going to start the program in 2 minutes. Let's sit down and stay quiet, and so our artists can perform.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the first fundraising and inauguration ceremony of the UCA Community Fund. My name is Dong Fan, and I'm going to be your host of the night.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kathy Hao. I'm a local attorney. I'm here today for your wallet. But before we start, I'm going to acknowledge and extend my great gratitude to those community leaders and those important people in the community that came to this event or committed to come to this event. I want to acknowledge Congressman Ted Lieu, State Representative of North Carolina, Liu Guanye, former California State Treasurer, John Chen, former California State Assemblyman, Judge of LA County, Ed Cho, Council Member of City of Acadia, Eileen Wong, Councilman of Lake Forest City of Orange County, Ben Yu, and pioneer of Asian American women in politics, Lily Chen, Sandy Chell, founder of Civic Leadership USA C100 committee member, President of Chinese American CEO Organization, Edward Lee. President of Chinese American Federation, Simon Xiao. President of Roundtable of Southern California Chinese American Organization, Phoebe Chen. President of CUAAASC, Shooting Sun. Shenzhen Federation of Southern California, Dang Ye. Chairman of Peking University Alumni Association of Southern California, Lei Xu. Community Leader, Mei Huff. Mayor of City of Walnut, Eric Chen. President of UCA, Hai-Pei Xu. Chairman of the Board of Jingliang Cai of UCA.
So once again, ladies and gentlemen, round of applause to our distinguished guests and friends. Thank you so much for being here with all of us tonight.
Thank you for coming.
So I'm seeing so many beautiful people on my left-hand side and on my right-hand side. So we are gathered here today as one family with dedication to the enrichment and prosperity of Chinese American community. To celebrate the beauty of that, we have prepared so many fun activities for all of you tonight. So Kathy is going to introduce you to the amazing one-of-a-kind auction items. I'm going to present you with traditional Chinese and Western-style performances. And on top of that, as you can see at the table, we're going to relish with delicious food and drinks. So get ready. We'll kickstart tonight's show with Chinese hospitality. Normally, when we have so many distinguished guests coming to our house, what's the first thing we will do? Present you with a nice cup of tea. So that's what we're gonna do to kickstart tonight, with a tea ceremony accompanied by the music performance of guzheng and pipa. Like to enjoy it.
你可。Hello, hello. Now it's the fun part. All right. We have some really, really wonderful pieces tonight. And the first one we're going to present to everybody is the erotic China Lady porcelain tea set. And this tea set comes with a certification of G20 in Hangzhou, where 20 world leaders attended, and it was used for the ladies' luncheon. So our beginning bid is going to be $200. Okay, $200. Any takers? 200. A tea set that can be used as a formal tea setting or tea service or ladies' days. Okay, 200. Do I have 300? Do I have a 300? 300. Do I have 400? 400? Do I have 400? 401? That's 400. Do I have 500? And if 500 takers, 500, 500, 500 once, 500 twice, 500 sold. Next, I'm going to acknowledge. All right. Okay. 没有的。I was just told to give special thanks and acknowledgement to Sandy Chen, whom I earlier introduced, and also Edward Lee, and also Happy Xu, and Jing Chang. Now, let's put your hands together for Jing Chang.
Hello? Hello? Sorry, let's welcome our distinctive guest, Sandy Chow. And our president of UCA, Happy Xue. Happy? And vice chair of UCA Community Foundation, Edward Lee. Yeah, our honorable Congressman Ted Lieu, because he has another event, so he has to leave pretty soon. So let's welcome him to give a speech. Ted? Sorry, that's we kind of changed the program a little bit. Yeah, so to accompany Ted. Thank you, Ted.
All right. 大家好，我是刘英平，国会议员，谢谢你请我来。So I'm Congressman Ted Lieu. Thank you so much for inviting me here. And I was at the first inaugural when UCA started, and wanted to thank all of you for growing this amazing organization, and thank my friend Haipei and others like Sandy and so many of you who have worked so hard. And I see my friend Lisa Zhou here as well, and just so honored that you would call me to speak. And I want to talk about two things. The first is, well, I'll put it this way. There's both good news and bad news when it comes to the Asian Pacific American community. So I'm going to start with the bad news first. As all of you know, there's been a shocking rise in hate crimes against people that look like you and me. Over 330% coming out of the pandemic. And now, with the increased rhetoric against China, there are now accusations of disloyalty among people that look like you and me. Congresswoman Judy Chu was recently accused of being disloyal to the United States by a Republican member in Texas. And for those of us in the community, this should not be surprising. America is an amazing, exceptional country. It's one reason I joined the U.S. Air Force and served on active duty. But we have had our problems with race. And throughout our history, there's been discrimination against Asians. Starting very early on with the whole yellow peril hysteria, followed by the Chinese Exclusion Act, followed by the massacre of Chinese immigrants in Los Angeles, followed by their internment of Japanese Americans, followed by the murder of Vincent Chen, followed by now this pandemic with hate crimes increasing against Asian Americans. Now is a very dangerous time for you and your children and your family. Now the good news is we are fighting back. So in Congress, we passed the COVID-19 Hate Crimes Act on a bipartisan basis in the House and the Senate, signed by President Biden. And that is going to give more resources to state and federal governments to fight back against hate crimes against Asian Americans and other minorities. There's also been demonstrations across America to fight back against hate crimes. There's organizations like UCA and other nonprofits that are fighting back. And in Congress, we now have the highest number of members of Congress of Asian, American, Pacific Islander, or Native Hawaiian descent in U.S. history. If all of this had been happening during World War II, I don't know if Japanese Americans would have been interned. Now there is political power among this community, and we're seeing that this community is growing in size. Since 2000, Asian Pacific Americans have more than doubled, and growing in places not just in California and New York, but also swing states like Nevada and Georgia, where Asian Americans can make the margin of victory in elections. And now you see both political parties reaching out to Asian Americans in a way that they have not done so before. So look forward to working with all of you as we fight back against xenophobia, racism, and discrimination against people that look like you and me. And look forward to working with you to make America an even better place to live, work, and play. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ted. You kind of set up a tone for us for this fireside chat. We are here today. We wanted to talk about, in today's environment, what can we do to give back to not only to our community, but to empower our community and increase our community's influence in this mainstream society. So we have a role model here. It's my role model. I guess a lot of people agree with me too. It's Sandy. Sandy has been very humble, but he has done a lot of work to the community. I think he's more popular or more well known as a very successful venture capitalist and angel investor. But not many people really know his involvement in the community. So Sandy, I just wanted to ask you this question. You have been so successful in business, in investment, as an angel investor. That everybody know that you're probably one of the most well-known angel investors in the Asian American community, and maybe in the whole United States, right? But why you have tried to do this community work, and what's kind of really motivated you?
Well, this is really talking about flashing my life in front of everyone. So I'm actually very much behind the scenes person. And then let me introduce about myself. And then the danger is you give me the mic and then nobody else have time to talk.
No, I will stop you.
All right. And basically, it's just that I was born in Shanghai, and then I spent my primary education time in Hong Kong, and then I have my secondary school in Vietnam, and I came to USA for college. And after that, I actually went back to Vietnam, and then in 1975, then South Vietnam 4, I came to the United States again. Then I was in business consulting, and later on, that I started my own company in high technology, and then because my high school buddy, he said he had a lot of invention. I said, who are we going after? And then with two of us, and then raised a little bit of money, and then we go after Intel, which is the wrong person to fight with. So, but somehow, we survived with, we changed our product line. And then by 1980s, I get into venture capital investment. But somehow, I feel US is too slow. I went to Taiwan. And then after that, I start to invest in United States again by living in Hong Kong for 10 years. And then in the year 2000, when you come back, and people say, you come back just right time. This is called the internet time. I said, what is internet time? Internet time is that currency no longer counted by money, is counted by eyeball. And then they say, that what is eyeball? Eyeball is a currency. If it's sticky, then your eyeball worth a lot of money. That's internet time. And then I said, gee, where to play? And then they say, you invest in the company, give them the check, and then if they pick your check, you win the lottery. That was in 1999. And then so I gave them the checks, and then in the middle of 2000, the whole .com crashed. And then that is something that sometimes in business, you jump in the pool and realizing that you don't know how to swim, that you start to learn how to swim. And then in the water, it's not really calm water. It's actually, there's alligator inside, there's shark inside. And then you fight off the shark and alligator, and then you learn your lesson. But somehow, my feeling of angel investment is really a partnership. The partnership is this: you isolated the people you think you can help, and then you become a family, you become a partner, and then I no longer felt that it is an investment, it's rather than you helping each other in the family. So therefore, I don't qualify myself as an investor, but rather an associate with a family and hopefully develop long-term friendship. So therefore, in such a case, I don't consider that. And then fortunately, I joined Acorn Campus Venture Fund, every one of them having exactly the same philosophy. And then they're all very successful. And I felt it's a really, really very important that you learn your lessons in business and you want to share. And then you, especially on the area that you have encountered difficulties and obstacles, and then you went through a lot of trial and tribulations, then in such case you can help people to avoid the pitfalls. So I think this collaboration is very important because in my life, I felt that I'm a lot of times very eager, take a lot of risks, and restless, and then not very thoughtful. But I was surrounded by a lot of friends. They become my angel. So therefore, sometimes when I fall, the wind helped me to not to fall too hard. So it's the same way of, that's my mentor, David San. He did that all the time to me, that I feel that it is very important that I do the same to the younger generations, that I think we help each other. And I was very lucky that even though our partnership, I did most of the return for the partnership, we only invested each time less than $1 million per case, sometimes $500,000. But on the average, our portfolio company, because they developed to be very resourceful, on the average, our portfolio company, each one of them was able to raise more than $100 million through later round financing and end up the IPO value, the merger value, and then the cash out value exceeded $20 billion. So therefore, for that, I'm very proud of it. But somehow it's us. Why you want to accumulate assets? Then you ask me the question about commitment. I think it's this. If you have a lot of money, is it in the bank? The bank determines what the money should be. It does not belong to you. You have no control of that money. If you somehow do nothing about the asset you produced, then what's the use of it? Because you just put it in, if you put it in the in stock, the company that you own do not really ask you the priority of why those assets should be used. So therefore, why you need the money? So therefore, I say, okay, when you die, you have the money for your descendants. But somehow, the time between you get the money to the time you die, the money is idled. So therefore, there's nothing. So what is your wealth? I believe the wealth is the benefit of your future generation, the benefit of the society. So therefore, basically, the one thing that your asset is useful is you put in use as soon as possible, so to pave the road for your next generation. The first, you pave the road for your own ethnic people. Somebody have your own background. You help out your own family. And then you want the whole community. And then I'm so fortunate in this country. I receive a lot of benefit, education, and also I believe the value of the United States. So therefore, you want to pave the road for them. So this is so important that you do not want your assets accumulated idle. You want to pave the road for your future generation because this country actually need our contribution. And I think it's very important because we belong to very characteristic is this. This country is very basically from the past few hundred years. First generation, motivation. Second generation, look at the hardware. Third generation can be influenced. They are the most important. And then we belong to that group. And I feel that I think the investment in the future is most important. This is why we want to utilize all our assets as soon as possible rather than make it idle. This is your question, I think.
Yeah, very good.
Sandy, I just get to know you. But by reading your story and listen what Jane has told me, I think you are my inspiration and you are my role model. You have lived a rich and fruitful life. You were a successful entrepreneur. Then you help other entrepreneurs to make their dream come true. After amassing a great deal amount of money, you start to give back to the community. And that's admirable. So my question is, there are so many places you can donate your money, university, a library, or any other charities. What's the motivation, what's the trigger point for you to support organizations like UCA or AAPI?
Let me add a little bit color to this question. Edward himself is a very successful entrepreneur and also an angel investor. So I think his question is very relevant, especially for people like him. When we accumulate wealth, we can donate money to anywhere we like. So why we wanted to focus on our own community?
Well, Edward, we have a conversation before we get on the stage, and I told Edward, I'm not a good model of an investor. It's because I stick around with all the people that I associate with. So therefore, in my life, I almost did not walk away from any investment. So I stick around forever for them. So this is almost like a family. So this is not I would not suggest using that as an investment model. But however, talking about philanthropy, I think after I came back, I always want to do something meaningful. I donate some money back to UC Berkeley, and then I started a program, multidisciplinary, between different areas to advancement of Chinese Americans' culture and how to integrate. And that is academic. There are plenty of people doing that. So therefore, I just recently watched on 60 Minutes for Foundation, their CEO say, I would say, the money have to be in the right place, not going to the rich and enrich the rich, but rather to the area of needy. Then I get into the area of the philanthropy of the needy. I was the president of Xinjiang Education Foundation for 7 years in the early 2000s. Then I felt that after 7 years, but I switched away from it. What Xinjiang Education Foundation is go to the poorest area in China, and then 20 years ago, they do not have money to rebuild the schoolyard, and then no furniture whatsoever will help the poor. But after so many years, I would say the social impact is to the mass. That is too slow to change, and too many of them. Basically, you don't feed just everybody. I think the effort I switch around is that you help the people who can influence, help the leaders. When you have a lot of leaders, they will lead the people who are difficult out of their situation. So therefore, I switch complete around. I would say it is you just feed the people with compassion, the people with desire have a lot of social responsibility in their blood, and then give them, empower them, and then give them resources. And then if you develop 10,000 poor people in the poor area do not have resources, only a few of them will be leader. You spend all resources to the leader who have compassion, then I think then you can change the world because it have to be in the right place. Then I think it is the the empowerment really create new energy and new power. And then I think the importance is you have to collaborate. If you have all the leaders collaborate with each other, the combined efforts for all those leaders can make changes. So therefore, every time when I meet up with Ted, when he first got elected, I met with Jay and then met with Judy when she was first elected. I told all of them, every time I told all of them, we need you. Because independently, they can be very successful without stepping out to get elected. When they come out, first, their dedication make them not to pursue area of other power, business power, accumulation of wealth and everything. They give up all that. But that is small. The thing is that when you come out, you lose your privacy. You will be ridiculed by people. People will attack you. And then also I admire, they all, when I was supporting Matt Fong 30 years ago, I really tried to help him out into an area of folklore, develop a story, and voice training, everything. Because all of you just need that kind of skill set to empower yourself so that you can empower the whole community. So therefore, the need for advancement, and then also for, like Ted, you sacrifice so much. I mean, you have to fly between Washington and California so often, and then all those sacrifices. I think these kind of leaders that I think we should support, because the money, otherwise you put forever for the future, you better, it's just so little compared to what they sacrifice. So therefore, basically, I would say you want to enhance the leadership, you want to have them to work together, and at the same time, we want to develop our future generation by giving them to have the awareness to see the influence that they can actually change. So we're so fortunate that during the last 20 years, I supported Vision America and the internship program, and UCA have the internship program, and the young people were dedicated at an early age and dedicated into it. I think there's a lot of work to be done, and then put it this way. Put it in the bank. It belongs to the bank. Put it aside, it's too late. I think everybody, especially this fundraising, be generous, because we are building the future of Asian American, the future of our youth, the future of the whole United States, because we are the first generation, second generation, third generation that really can contribute to this world. We know how to be competitive, and I think the country really depends on Asian American, especially Chinese American. And one more thing about, it depends on Southern California. The reason why is this, let me tell you why. Southern California, it's almost 30% of all Chinese Americans, 1.5 million people. Southern California, all the Asian add together, is probably about 15 to 20% of all United States. We have to unite it all together. Asian American United States, I think when I first come to the United States, it's about 2 million. In 2080, it's 3.5 million. And then it grow and grow. I think 2060 is 3.5 million. And then for the last few years, every year, Asian American increased by 500,000 to 600,000. And then in about 37 years from now, Asian America will be the third largest ethnic group. Will be more than all the black add together. And I believe last year, Ted told me that Asian American in 2050 will be the largest immigrant population. It is immigrant that will really make America great, and Asian Americans, Chinese is most numerous, most motivated, and then we should take that leadership to make America great.
All right.
Taipei, you have a question here?
Well, I'm going to take advantage of myself being here. I want to stand up and want to thank the UCA Community Fund under Jane's leadership. Can we give applause to who is on the UCA Community Leadership Fund? The staff, the full board member, and the volunteers. Can we give them a come on, stand up, please.
Yeah, stand
I know
up.
Charles is there.
Yeah, UCA Community
Who
Fund.
else is that?
Board of
Who has been
Trustees.
volunteers? And
Our
Gary
review committee
Wen
members.
Chen. Come on.
Brand review
Who
committee members.
else is here?
Executive
We have a
committee
few
members.
more seamen there.
Volunteers.
Where are the volunteers? Thank
Standing
you.
up. They are busy working.
Okay, thank you so very much. And really thanks to Jing for, this is his brainchild, and we see it come to beautiful fruition. And thanks Sophia for opening up this center. I want to say a few words quickly. As a direct beneficiary of Sandy's generosity, UCA is where it is today. I want to throw a challenge to everybody here, that many of you are more rich than Sandy and his other partners with Acorn. When they were 20, even 30 years ago, they have decided they want to work as a group, they want to engage in our politics. They set up with a PAC. They did a lot of crazy things 30 years ago. Not now, not because after they made the money. So this is something I think I want to throw this as a challenge to those of you here, especially from the mainland China. I think we need to think, we always think, oh, those are from Taiwan, Hong Kong. They made a lot of money and then they don't know how to spend money and then they're going to give some money to nonprofit. That's not the case. The case is Sandy would often, can I disclose this? I don't know. Sandy would even go bankrupt doing social investing, right? How many of you will go bankrupt doing social investing? I'm pretty sure Sandy is the only one I know of. No. I'm not saying there are many of us are very generous here. I see many of our board members of 美中工商会 here, our leader. Many of you are here, Lisa and Novelle. I just can't count so many of you. I want to really thank you for this. But I want to take this away for a quick second. Of everybody here today, how many of you are aware that in the South mostly, right now, many state legislatures are trying to pass new alien land laws or new Chinese Exclusion Act. How many of you knows about this? Can you raise your hand if you know about this? In the southern states across the country, I don't see many of you don't even know about this, right? More than 12 states have introduced law to restrict or ban non-citizen Chinese Americans along with many others. This is the time to organize. This is the time to give a little bit of yours to UCA Community Fund and to many other worthy projects and to our worthy politicians, elected officials. I think we all need to do more. This is the dawning of a new Chinese American civil rights movement. We had a China Initiative. We had I couldn't even think of it. There's so many things happened in the last decade. The most recent attack, the anti-Asian hate, China initiative. There are now this select committee on China. There's now the latest wave after wave of state legislatures trying to pass a law to ban us. You would think this is in a history now, in a history book. It's coming back. It's coming back across the country. I can tell you, I don't want to make everybody leaving here feel very sad, but the worst is yet to come. And we have no other option but to organize and mobilize for our next generation and for ourselves. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Happy. So actually, I have a question. So what's your criteria? You supported so many of the emerging political leaders in our community, right? You also support civic organizations like UCA. So what's your criteria? Why you support them? How do you select these organizations or individuals to support?
As a matter of fact, I don't have a plan. So, but however, it is the hopefulness. I think there's a certain eagerness and then certain urgency. I would say it takes a while for young people. They first graduated and they first they will form a family and then make provision for the family. It's very important. But after they become comfortable, I think this is time for you to come out and support each other. And that is the tradition. But somehow we have to start with young people. The commitment have to start early because you can always defer your commitment because, I want to make myself more secure. And then after that, maybe even more secure. So that is the thing that the apathy kills. I think the active involvement as early as possible is very important to all. So therefore, when you ask me, do I have a plan? Why? Then I felt that there are several things. See, I started Civil Leadership USA. It's exactly, I won't say I want to help the leaders and then give them momentum. So therefore, during the time, there will be rising up a lot of leaders. There are a lot of commitment within UCA. The board members is something like 20 of them. Each one is really impressive of their commitment. And each chapter will have a lot of people. Then I would say, in my opinion, is this: empower and give a lot of independence to each chapter. And so each chapter would take the leadership. But somehow we need to support each other. So therefore, basically, my agenda from my top down, let me tell you my priority. Number one is to give leader a platform. UCA, across the whole nation, will have so many platforms, and each platform will create dozens and even hundreds of leaders. So therefore, every place, I would say, if that is the one that will attract 5 million people, that is so important. That's the most important of all. And then the second thing is just that I spent a lot of time with S.B. Wu. He came to visit me. I came to visit him. But somehow, I felt that S.B. is so intelligent, and so I learned so much from him, but somehow he would not let go. Important thing, you have to let go, and then you can do unification. So therefore, this is why I supported the AAUC, and they have right now about 50 different organizations. Their board director have 3 Indian, 3 Chinese, 1 Korean, 1 from Indonesia, and Thailand and Philippines. I think 5 million is not big enough. But in 2060, we'll have 47 million Asian Americans. That is big enough, but we need to unite. So therefore, when you talk about, I will talk about developed leaders, develop unity, and then another thing is just to start leadership from a young age, internship. What internship I suggest in all this area, so many cities. I was so amazed coming down from Burbank to LA and Chinatown to Alhambra to Monterey Park, St. Gabriel, El Monte, Acacia, all the way to here, to Covina, West Covina, and all the way to Diamond Bar. Every place, we should develop local entity. So when all the entities are united together, I would say Asian American win almost every race if we are united. So, so the unity is important, and then we need youth to come up early enough, so therefore they have a long runway. I certainly believe, in my opinion, I just believe Ted will be in Congress forever. And then if Ted is in Congress forever, people know that there's no way that he can be unseated. That is the sign to be the candidate, to be the Speaker of the House. I certainly believe that. Because that leadership is important. I think the Chinese Americans, and I would say not only him, and then we have a good bench. Because Grace Monk in New York, I'm pretty sure she'll get re-elected every time. And then this kind of pipeline, we have to build continual pipeline for that. And in such a case, this country, 2 things are more important, and that the general public do not work hard for it. One is healthcare, take care of old people. And Chinese Americans, Asian Americans are really in forefront of that. And the second thing is about the new technology. AI, software, robotic, and all those things, high tech, is really competitive in the world. The rest of the population are not so keen, but Asian Americans are in the forefront. In order to be competitive in the future, Asian Americans will lead this country, and then we must do things positively. We involve in the major society, and then we want to work to the point that it's not negative propaganda, but positive propaganda. They look up to us, and then we need to work hard. We not only need to interface with each other, we need to go to the major society and be a contributor, and then be a role model to a bright future United States, and it takes us to do it.
Well, thank you very much. We pretty much ran out of time now. And yeah, our honorable Congressman Ted, you wanted to come up stage. That's our artist tonight who performed for us. They wanted to take a photo with us. Yeah, can we ask our photo and also our artist to come to the stage to take a photo together?
While we're doing this, can we give Ted Lieu, Congressman, a round of warm applause for his amazing work at the U.S. Congress. Please thank and support his campaign for re-election. Thank you.
Yeah, our artist, can you come to the stairs and taking a photo together with us? 所有的这个表演者啊，请上台跟我们拍一个照片。Any come upstairs? Who else? Artists or performers? Okay, thanks to our distinct guests. Thank you very much, Ed. Thank you, Sandy. Thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen. So we just heard so many inspirational stories about how by coming together, we can make a difference. So with all your help and support, we are firmly believing that the future will be glorious for the UCA Community Fund. Just like the Tang Dynasty, when China was the strongest country in the world, it's all because we had the most talented people in the world back then. Just like right now, we have all of you helping us. Just like the slogan for UCA Community Fund, small amounts, big difference. Big help. That's what we're gonna achieve. And with that grand wish in our mind, Lucy Xie, our dancer of the night that you just saw the beautiful costume and also the full hair, is gonna bring us the traditional dance of Dunhuang Tang Dynasty. Let's go back to the glorious days with all of our care and love. Enjoy.
我了是吧？ Well, I know you guys are looking forward to this. I want to acknowledge the first piece that we had earlier was donated by Donna John, our director of tonight's event, and thank her for that donation. And the second piece we're going to have is Chinese calligraphy and painting. It's a combo. And this was done by Mr. Sun Liu and donated by Mr. Sun Liu. And Mr. Liu is a Chinese-American painter and calligrapher from China. And he has his own studio in Missouri. And his work has been shown in Germany and the United States and other parts of the world. And this piece, we're going to start from $1,500. Okay, $1,500 once. Sorry, the light is too bright, I can't see. 1,500. I need a little help, but the light is too bright, I can't see the hand. 1,500. Okay, that's, do I have 2,500? Do I have 2,500? 2,500 once? 2,500 twice? Sold, 2,500.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we promised you delicious food and drinks. And for the fireside talk, it was running a little bit behind schedule, so I'm pretty sure all of you are hungry right now. So please enjoy the buffet, and I hope that afterwards you will join us once again for more excitement to come. So enjoy your food and drinks now.
Because we have so many people, so would you please, let's do first 4 tables from this side, and then we move from the first 4 to next 4 to next 4, and then to the last. Oh, I'm sorry, there are actually 2 sides, so let's do 2 and 2, and the other 2 and 2.
will enrich your journey. Cathay Bank is driven by a purpose: to open doors to opportunity so that our customers, employees, and communities can thrive.
Back in 1962, when Cathay Bank first opened its doors in LA's Chinatown, we wanted to provide the Chinese American community the opportunity to access the U.S. banking system in a way they never had. We're the oldest operating bank in the U.S. founded by Chinese Americans, and as we witnessed our community grow, we as a bank grew alongside them. In 1985, we expanded internationally by establishing our footprint with a representative office in Hong Kong, which was later converted to a branch. That growth overseas continued as we opened representative offices in Beijing, Shanghai, and Taipei. Of course, through the years, our U.S. presence has grown tremendously. After opening the first New York branch in 1999, we continued to expand by establishing over 60 branches across 9 states. But growth as a company is more than just brick and mortar. It's a reflection of our performance and our ability to earn the public's trust. That's why after we went public in 1990, it was only a matter of time when we became one of the 100 largest financial companies listed on the NASDAQ in 2000 based on market capitalization. And today, we continue to be recognized as a top-performing bank. Since Cathay Bank was founded, we've had quite a journey. The most beautiful thing about our history is the opportunity we've had to see so many journeys begin at our bank.
For many of our customers, their first deposit account at a bank was with us. For more than half a century, we continue to serve generation after generation. As a leading commercial lender, we have seen the journey begin for many businesses and have helped our customers turn their visions into reality. We embrace our roots, but stay committed to serving all communities with an open door. Our headquarters is in Los Angeles, but we serve customers across the United States and beyond. And we remain committed to a promise: we will enrich your journey with hard work and heart.
My name is Jin Chen. I'm one of the founders of UCA Community Foundation. The idea of UCA Community Foundation was first inspired by my friend Li Lu. Li Lu was one of the founders of the Asian American Foundation. Back in 2021, Li Lu told me that AAPI communities receive less than 0.5% of the charitable givings from American foundations. I was really surprised by the fact, and I was thinking about what I could do to help. Then I thought about the idea of microgrants. In the venture business world, we have angel funds providing small amount of seed money to start businesses. How about we have a foundation that provides small amount of grants to start charitable community projects in AAPI community? And I shared this idea with UCA's president, Happy, and the board of chair, Jin Liang. They both loved the idea. Happy was so excited about it, and he even worked together with me to develop it into a full proposal. So we submitted the proposal together to the UCA board, and the board approved the proposal and even appointed me to set up a team to test the idea. So with the help of UCA's fundraising committee, we raised little more than $10,000 from an online Chinese New Year gala. The Chinese American CEO organization was a major contributor to the staff capital. I recruited 20 volunteers, and we set up a UCA community fund under UCA's umbrella and start a test run operation in last July. To make our micro grant program easily available, accessible to small, medium-sized community organizations, we create a very simple grant application process. So people just need to go to our website and to submit their applications. It takes less than 2 hours to fill up the application. The requirements are very simple and clearly listed on our website. Currently, our micro grant program only opens to the Chinese American community. After we complete the formation of the foundation and develop a more robust operation, we are going to gradually open up to the other API applicants. We hope we can build UCACF into a professional run community foundation that serves the API community with an annual budget of $500,000 to $1 million in the next 5 to 10 years.
做慈善的事业呢，是让人很充实，让人精神的境界呢是会更加的满足。这一点我相信大家都有同样的感受。当我们自己得到了，就要把这种关爱、把这种温暖送出去，来影响别人。我相信 UCA 基金会今天做的事情，也就是想用更多的对社区的关爱、对社区的扶持，能够让这个世界互相去感染，能够传递一种爱的力量。我作为这个基金会的一名董事，我是非常的荣幸。我在洛杉矶已经40年了，我们看到了很多很成功的企业家，很大的这个企业，把很多的目标放在了非常的雄伟的目标上。但是我们今天的基金会是从小做起，从一个小单位，从一个小的社区做起。我觉得这样也是很有意义的，而且是很务实的。所以希望我们的基金会，希望 UCA 能够越办越成功，希望我们能够为这些弱势的群体能够发声，能够把关爱送给他们，能够扶持他们，让他们日益的壮大成长。总有一天，我们就会让这个世界都充满着这种爱心。这样做的目的跟这个意义，就是非常非常的深远的。
My name is Charles Sui. 大家好，我是徐国富。I live in Phoenix, Arizona. I'm the Vice President of UCA Arizona Chapter and the Secretary of UCA Community Fund. I'm very honored and excited to be involved with the funding of UCA Community Fund. We are a group of community-minded people in different professions and business from all walks of life. But we all share one vision, which is to enrich the life of Chinese Americans and to enhance and highlight the contribution of Chinese Americans in our country. As a popular Chinese saying, united we build strength and unity is power. 团结就是力量. As long as we are united, we will succeed. With the funding of UCA Community Fund, we also hope to inspire more of us, Chinese and Asian Americans, to come out and be more involved in our community, both in volunteerism and charitable giving. By working together, we can build a better community for us, our children, and the future generations to come. Thank you so much for your support.
This is Chong Byung-Park. I'm attorney for Los Angeles, California. I'm a UCA Community Fund Review Committee member. I have reviewed more than 20 projects I joined UCACF because I believe in the organization's lofty goals to provide seed money to start up charitable projects sponsored by local Chinese American community organizations. As a review committee member, I review charitable projects with other 10 colleagues and decide whether UCACF should approve or deny the grant to a project. We usually do 2 to 3 rounds to decide which projects to be funded and amount of the grant. UCACF asks all the applicants to provide the following information: brief introduction of the organization, mission statement of the organization, description of the project work plan, and amount that is needed. The Southern War documentary film production project of UCA's WAVE wins the initial UCACF award. The applicant provides a detailed description of the project and helps the review committee to understand its objects and goals. Some projects fail to receive the grant from UCACF because the applicants gave very vague explanation why the project justifies the amount of money that is needed. I sincerely wish UCACF will be successful in the future.
我是 Gary 余国良，来自马萨诸塞州波士顿市。我是 UCACF 创始董事会成员之一。本身我就是 UCA 大家庭里面的一员。在 UCA， 我除了是 National Board 的 member 之一，我还负责平时 UCA 整个 communication 的这个工作，负责整个宣传，负责 marketing。所以我加入 UCACF 也是理所当然、义不容辞的。特别是这一个那么好的一个平台，能够服务咱们社区。那我在 UCACF 里面，我就负责的是日常的这个宣传的工作以及 marketing 的工作。同时我也在 UCACF 这个review committee 里面工作，去审议这些申报的这些我们社区的申请的这些种子的项目做出一个相应的一个评审，与我们其他的这个 committee 的这个伙伴们一起协同工作，给大家筛选出一些比较好的有潜质的一些项目。
我是葛倩，住在 Boston。这次非常荣幸有机会到洛杉矶参加 UCACF 的成立和筹款大会。我在 UCACF 的具体工作是，我是这个 Board of Trustee， 也就是希望能够帮 UCA 筹集到更多的资金，或者是获得更多的社会上的帮助。那么第二个呢，我是 UCACF 的Renew Community 的 Chair， 也就是评审委员会的主席。我们已经评审了50多个项目，也给10个项目发了这个 fund。其中呢有4个项目是纪录片，沉默的战争、穿越美国50州华人社区之旅、美国华人选民之战、2023 North American Cloudy New Year Gala。那么这些都是可以反复播放、持续发挥其影响力的项目。那么第2类的项目呢，它是跟书或者是图片展相关的，依旧是可以重复阅读、反复观看、持续发挥影响力的。那么我们还给了一个辅导功课的青少年辅导功课的一个项目。比较特别的呢，他们并不只关注怎么去帮助他人，他们也关注义工如何更有激情、更专业的去帮助他人，有它的独特的创新性。那么还有一个项目呢，是关于一个组织，他们如何用不同的方式持续的在社区里推广亚洲文化的一个组织。所以我们希望这些项目是可以，第一呢可以有持续性，第二呢可以持续的发挥其影响力的这样一些项目，是我们非常喜欢的。
我的名字是陈希梦，耳东陈，希望希孟子的孟。然后我是在纽约市，我在 UCACF 担任的职位是董事会 Board of Trustees。然后我在 UCACF 的工作职责是在 董事会上面，然后就包括利用我是做风投嘛，利用我做风投的一些经验，包括募资啊，对一些项目的一些审核啊，对，也要我也在其他一些非盈利组织里面当一些职位，然后就可以跟 UCA 把 UCA 跟其他的一些组织可以做一些合作，也可以。
I am Sharon Chang. I am one of the founding members of the UCA Community Fund. I volunteer in the Grant Review Committee. I am thrilled to have the opportunity to learn about what other volunteers are doing to help their communities. I hope the UCA Community Fund will help the volunteers across the nation to build a bigger, a stronger, and a more united Chinese community. Thank you.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Crystal， 现在主要常住在加州洛杉矶附近，主要负责志愿者的板块和社区关系及活动策划的辅助工作。我加入 UCACF 主要是因为我相信 UCACF 的目标和使命。我认为通过我们的努力，可以为华裔美国社区带来更多的支持和帮助。我主要的工作职责是协助组织志愿者，维护社区关系，以及辅助管理舞台和相关策划活动。在当今社会，华裔美国社区面临着很多挑战和困境，包括种族歧视、贫困、语言障碍、人权等等。UCACF 的创立是为了通过提供种子基金和支持创新的慈善项目活动，为华裔美国社区提供更多的机会和资源，帮助他们克服这些困难和挑战。UCACF 致力于通过与志愿者和合作伙伴共同支持、鼓励社区项目的发展，以提高社区的整体素质和发展水平。我的期望是 UCACF 能够不断推进社区项目的发展和实施，帮助更多的华裔美国社区实现自我发展和进步，成为更加有影响力的群体。
大家好，我叫甘科奇，目前住在 Orlando, Florida。那我在里面现在做呢，是做 auditing， 等于是叫监察，实际上就是希望每3个月看一下我们这些被批准拿到项目的人，他们的资金使用情况。那我个人对 UCACF 的期望值呢，当然是期望我们能募捐到足够的款项。2个目的，一个呢是能够支持更多的项目，第二个呢能够把这个 UCF 种子基金这个项目长期做下去。
Hi, my name is Lucy Lei, currently living in Denver, Colorado. I serve on both the Executive Committee and the Review Committee in UCA Community Fund. My journey with UCA started out as a volunteer for UCA Waves, which is a UCA subsidiary dedicated to support youth mental health, particularly among Chinese American families. There, I helped organize wellness webinars, mental health first aid trainings, parent education toolkits, and community outreach activities that help raise awareness of and develop community support to youth mental health. I find these programs and efforts to be very meaningful and empowering to not only my peers, but also the broader Chinese American community. Through the process, I realized that to run these community programs, especially as a nonprofit organization, it requires not only passionate volunteers with relevant credentials, but also the necessary funds to make things actually happen. For instance, renting a space for a training or filming a professional level movie showing our youth's brave fights with mental health challenges. It also occurred to me that there may be a lot of other community organizations out there with great ideas and initiatives to help our Chinese community grow, but they're just lacking the necessary money to get things started. So when I learned that UCA was about to establish a community fund to help exactly such community organizations and programs, I just didn't see any reason not to help out. I personally share UCA Community Fund's ultimate goal of enriching and empowering the Chinese American communities, and I believe that civic engagement, education, heritage sharing, and youth development from the community level are essential to achieve that goal. And that is why I joined UCA Community Fund. In the Community Fund, I have the honor to serve on both the Executive Committee and the Review Committee. On the Executive Committee, I help collect, organize, and diligence community project applications. I also help with providing administrative support to the Review Committee. And on the Review Committee, I mainly help review grant applications and evaluate grantee performance. In my view, UCA Community Fund helps enrich the Chinese American communities by providing the necessary micro-grants that support the startup of community projects which have aligned goals and shared missions. I hope that through collaborative efforts and with the support from our Chinese American community, the UCA Community Fund can become an evergreen fund in the future to support community organizations and projects that will eventually help our community grow and prosper.
大家好，我是波士顿中文广播电视台的台长丫丫。波士顿中文广播电视台服务亚太社区，关心亚裔的生活和利益，是集新闻媒体、生活娱乐为一体的平台。我们关注时事民生，报道选举，利用我们的平台为亚裔发声，呼吁我们的同胞团结起来 ，Stop Asian Hate。我们报道美国各地的新闻，以帮助我们的观众了解我们身边的时事新闻。作为一个服务亚裔、代言亚裔的平台，我们一直坚定我们的理念，连接我们的社区，服务我们的社区。2022年，我们波士顿中文广播电视台在 UCAMA 的组织下，携手姐妹台密西根中文广播电视台、费城中文广播电视台，一起联合拍摄了《我们投票，我们自豪》。鼓励社区积极参与中期选举投票的公益宣传片，并在3台的平台上进行传播，影响力非常的广泛。我们拍摄这个片子的初衷是让大家行使公民权利，鼓励亚裔公民注册成为选民并参与投票。我们能够拍摄这个片子和精彩的呈现给我们的社区，我们要特别感谢 UCACF， 因为得到了他们的大力支持。
Hello, my name is Bing Fan. I'm a parent with a 24 years old children. He's on the autism spectrum, and I'm living in Queens, New York. I'm with I'm the co-founder of Project Ready. Project Ready is the non-profit organization we set up by parents to help the young people on the development disability on the transition age, especially working for the immigrant family among the Chinese community. And everybody can learning that even the children young adult with disability, with autism, with Down syndrome, with the all kind of development disability, they can still learning, they can still walk, they can still vote. Okay, they still can be a very, very happy. They can have a happy life. They can have a desirable life. So that's what we try to thank everybody, especially UCA, to supporting us. Thank you.
My name is Adela Lynn Kravitz. I'm a mother of a 16-year-old boy with autism, and I represent Project Ready. So Project Ready is a non-for-profit organization that funded last year to support the individuals and families with the developmental disabilities in Chinese American community. We're very grateful that UCA is able to support us. Project Ready, it's the very first the parent group established to help people with the developmental disabilities and their families in New York as well as in the entire nation. So we are very grateful and to receive the funding. So with the funding, we have been able to start up all the programs that we have proposed in the fund application. So advocacy program is we have completed about 2 online sessions that covered transition assessment and vocational training. So all of these skill camp we have seen has really developed good social relationship and as well as living skills and social bindings in the community. So thank you so much for your support. We really appreciate it.
Hello, my name is Emmy Dunn. I am from Cordova, Tennessee. I represent the Chinese Historical Society of Memphis and the Mid-South. I am the secretary. The Chinese Historical Society is a 501c3 organization which began in November of 2016. We are board-based. Our mission statement is to collect, preserve, and share our Chinese American experiences, history, and culture with our diverse community. The funding that we applied for to UCACF was for our photo exhibit, which was scheduled in February, but we deferred it to May. The photo exhibit was to celebrate 150 years of Chinese history in Memphis. Thank you.
My name is Yifang Gong. I'm living in Lexington, Massachusetts, and I'm a member of CAL, Chinese American Association of Lexington. The project we applied is called Culture Bridge. The aim of the project is to improve understanding of Chinese culture through 2 cultural activities that will coincide with the prominent Asian celebrations. We used the money, purchased several items related to Chinese culture. For example, teapot sets, New Year goods, etc. These items are essential for our culture tables in the Lunar New Year celebrations. I'd like to point out that there are 3 events sponsored by CAL, which is a record of CAL and also the town of Lexington. These culture tables are an essential part of these events. Unfortunately, the people doing the work are not with me today. They can tell you more stories about their work. Thank
我
you.
的名字是 Monica， 我现在在麻州波士顿，代表巴尔 TV 波士顿中文广播电视台。巴尔 TV 波士顿中文广播电视台主要面向广大亚太裔群体，我们关心亚裔生活，关心亚裔的利益，是一个集新闻、媒体和生活娱乐为一体的平台。我们关注民生时事，用我们的平台为亚裔发声，呼吁同胞们团结一致。我们报道美国各地新闻，帮助我们的观众及时了解家事、国事、天下事。作为一个为亚裔服务、为亚裔发声的平台，我们始终坚定自己的使命，联系我们的社区，服务我们的社区。我们申请的项目为2023北美云端元旦联欢晚会。此晚会成功与费城中文电视台、密西根中文广播电视台、丁丁电视、洛杉矶龙湖电视等其他5个电视台合作，共同举办了2023北美云端元旦联欢晚会，在 YouTube 频道 UpLive 直播平台联合播出。前期媒体宣传总流量高达6000加，晚会当天直播总数据流量达6.8万加。
大家好，我叫孙元峰，在西雅图向大家问好。向大家介绍一下我们的非营利机构，叫 East West Alliance for Educational Health， 简称 EWA， 东西方健康教育联盟。我们做的项目呢叫 B4CC Book for Cultural Competence。暑假的时候，我们会组织一个老师们的 retreat， 让他们比较集中时间和精力来一起设计和讨论这些设计方案。希望到今年年底的时候，我们就有一批好的设计方案可以提交给社区。那我们现在呢，也联系了社区中不同的非营利机构，希望小朋友们自己可以来当小老师，用这些设计的教案来做一些有趣的活动。同时呢，这些设计的教案还可以由这些图书馆管理员以及天才班的老师们应用在他们的教学环节里面。我们呢也是特别感谢在UCA 得到资助。
My name is Changfu Chan. I live in Savannah Park, Maryland. For this project, I represent WAVES under UCA. WAVES is the program that deals with mental health issues in our community. First of all, thank you, UCA's Community Fund, to provide this much needed money here for us to continue with this very important project. We are doing a documentary film, the title of which is the Silent War, Asian American Reckonings with Mental Health. We are rushing to produce this program with donations and support from organizations, individuals. And this money really helped a lot. So with this money, we are able to do a field production trip to Boston in November. And there we interviewed expert scholars, including 2 professors from Harvard University. They shared their very insightful comments, knowledge on mental health issues, working with Asian American community. And right before Thanksgiving, with this money, we were able to go to Chicago, where we talked with a group of young Asian Americans, and to engage in good discussions with a LGBTQ community, and also talked with a few scholars there. These things create tremendous psychological anxiety, leading to depression, to other issues. Thanks.
is Emma. I live in Iowa City with my parents and 2 younger siblings. Whenever my siblings brought home books they received from their hospital visits, we would sit down and read them together. When I saw illustrations of Asian children in the books, I would tell them, "They look like us." They were always so excited. Unfortunately, my siblings receive very few books that make them feel represented. It is important for minority children and their families to have representation in books and media. For other children, being exposed to diversity and different cultures is also beneficial. This can happen through reading books with fun, diverse characters and multicultural content. I really hope that all hospitals can start to give out more inclusive books to their pediatric patients. That is why I came up with the idea to donate these kind of books to the Children's Hospital. This campaign is called Books for Love. Our goal is to raise money to purchase more inclusive books for University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital to give away and use. Hopefully, this will be a multiple-year effort. Each year, the organizers and participants will work on a particular project as a primary fundraising channel. In 2023, a group of young artists from the local Chinese community, including myself, are donating our art pieces for an auction to raise money for Books for Love.
Hi, my name is Kate. I love to draw, and I'm glad my art can do something for the Children's Hospital. Thank you, Books for Love, for giving me this opportunity.
Hi, my name is Henry. I'm a senior at high school. I was really excited to be able to donate my paintings to Books for Love because I've been painting for a good portion of my life and it's a big passion of mine, so being able to use that for a better purpose and help kids in need is a great opportunity, and I'm really glad I was able to contribute.
Hello, my name is Thomas and I'm currently a freshman in high school. Painting and art in general is a pretty big hobby of mine, and I'm really glad and thankful that Books for Love gave me this opportunity to make my hobby something useful and help others that need books.
Hello, my name is Lydia and I recently graduated from the University of Iowa. I have been involved in painting, drawing since a very young age, and I'm currently an art student at my local art studio in Coralville. I think that this opportunity is a great way for young students to get involved in community service at a young age by using their passion and having it transform into this way that we can celebrate our community and celebrating literacy. As a student that juggles a lot of more rigorous science courses, I enjoy art as a way to escape from that, to refocus my energy from a busy week. I think that the process of art that you may see through my paintings that started from when I was a young age to now as someone who is a graduated college student, I can see that process and that growth, and I think that it is a really great way to visualize that through art.
Hi, my name is Zoe and I am currently a freshman at Northeastern University, and I graduated from Iowa City West High School. My main motivation for starting getting into art and drawing was kind of for my own personal wants of wanting to do something or wanting a break from the academic pressure that school gave me at the time. What I kind of realized as I grew up is that art doesn't just help me personally, but I can also use it to help others in need, which is an opportunity that Books for Love has provided for me. So I'm really grateful that I'm able to use my art skills not just to help my own needs in terms of my mental well-being, but also to help others in need.
Hi, my name is Aiden. I'm in 8th grade this year. I feel that children, especially younger children, especially those facing challenging circumstances, can find joy and comfort in reading books.
Hello, my name is Mason and I'm still in 4th grade this year. And I don't really have any passion for art, but I just want to
How do you like your food? Not bad, huh? I told you, like after the dinner time, we're gonna have some excitement, and I always fulfill my promises. So I'm having Mr. Jing Chan come onto the stage to draw the lucky raffle tickets for all of you. Remember when you walked in, each one of you was getting a tiny little ticket with a number on it, right? So this is your moment to get lucky. Okay, guys, eyes on your tickets. Hear out the number now. The first one. 711035. Oh, okay. We have a lady, the first winner. Okay, you can go to the back of the reception area to claim your gifts. Okay, the second one.
711188. Very lucky number. 711188. Oh, that's a very lucky number. Oh, wow. Congratulations.
Okay, we have the third one of the night.
711134. 711134. Congratulations.
Oh, we have a lucky guy here. Go to the back of the reception table and claim your gifts. Okay, so the last one of this round. Last one of this round.
711044. 711044. Who is the last lucky winner? 711044.
Okay, if we do not have anyone to claim that number, we're gonna skip it and go to the next one, okay? Okay.
711077. 711077. 711077.
If you're not there, I'm gonna take your gifts. I'm serious.
Seven one one zero 711094. 094. So anyone who is the winner?
No, I think the reason why that happened 3 times to us in a row is because we actually have a little bit magic happening tonight. Because we're having a 12-year magician coming onto the stage really soon. She actually started practicing magic from the age of 3, and she's the youngest performer at the Magic Castle, Hollywood. Let's welcome our talented young girl and the magician.
Hello, hello. All right. So we're going to have one of the best wine from France. This wine is donated by Aurori G and is from Chateau Guibourg, Le Favie Passaguin Saint-Edmond, as a testing of my French. And they only produce 300 bottles a year. So it's a very limited, it's a 1.5 liter. And we're gonna start the bid of $1,200. $1,200 once. May I have the lights? 请把那个灯关一下. Sorry, I can't see the hands. All right, 1,200 once. 1,200. You know you want that wine. The wine is from France, and there's only $300, 300 bottles. And in France, it was auctioned for 1,600 pounds. So it's way below the auction price. So 1,200 twice. 12, okay. Do I have 1,500? 1,500? 1,500 once? Okay, do I have 1,800? 1,800 once? 1,800. You know you want this wine. You're going to have a party to impress next time. 1,800 twice. Come on, 1,800. It's for good cause. 1,800. Any takers? 1,800? Sold for 1,500.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to kindly ask you to come back to your seat for a second, because we're going to have inaugural ceremony for the UCA Community Fund in a second. So please come back to your seats so that we can have the inaugural ceremony, okay? And we all know that we wouldn't be here today, like nothing will be possible without the hard work of the Board of Trustees of UCA Community Fund. So with that, I will invite Mr. Jane Chan to go back to the stage once again and introduce us to your excellent Board of Trustee members. Okay. Mr. Jane Chan, please come back to the stage. Okay, so now that I have Jane by my side, I'll have Jane introduce you to the first Board of Trustees of the UCA Community Fund.
Okay, the trustees of UCACF, Haipei, come up to the stage. Edward Lee, Simon Chen, Neville Lin, come upstairs. Sophia 的李，葛倩。So. Gary, where are you, Gary? Come and sit. Okay. First of all, I would like to thank our Board of Trustees. I just wanted to tell you a little story about UCA Community Foundation, where we came from. You know, Haipei made a statement. He said, "Oh, you know, the UCA Community Foundation is brainchild of Jim." Actually, it's not really. It's a collective work of 20 founding members of this. We call it the UCA Community Fund at the beginning. Okay, and the first proposal, I was the one who thought about the idea, but the first proposal we did to develop together with Haipei, and then we submitted to UCA board to get approval, and the UCA board has authorized me to set up this fund under UCA's umbrella. So we kind of test the idea, because at the beginning we don't know whether it will work or not, right? But so I recruited 20 volunteers, including some of our board trustees here today. So now UCA Community Fund has registered as a California nonprofit foundation. So we are not a fund anymore, we are a foundation. So today is the first day of our foundation. So Haipei, as the president of UCA, can you claim this, declare this, no, you should make the announcement, you know. And you should, because we are all authorized, we are all kind of approved by the UCA board. Okay. Our ceremony is very simple, okay? We are going to show unity, because this is a work of unity. Let's get together. And also our UC Board of Review Board, our Executive Committee members, and our Board of Advisors. If you are a member of our Board of Advisor, our Grand Review Committee, and also Executive Committee, please come to upstairs. Let's celebrate this moment, this inauguration of UCA Community Foundation. Please come upstairs.
Please come onto the stage. It's such a special night. We want to memorize this moment with a nice photo of everyone together. So please come onto the stage, and we'll help the photographer.
Crystal. Yeah, let's, wow. And also one of our earliest supporter, Lily. Thank you very much for your support. And Lily, I shared the idea with Lily the first. She was the one who really encouraged me to do this. And she said to me that, I'm too old to do anything for you, Jim, but I wanted to support you spiritually, whatever you do. So I really appreciate it. You know, I really love you, Lily. You have been my hero, my inspiration, my role model. Thank you. So Lily is also our advisor. Okay, let's hold our hands together. Whatever, let's hold our hands together. Yeah.
For the great start of something greatness to come. This is only one small step,
Yeah,
but down
this
the
is
road
the
we'll make
starting
something
point
different.
of UCA Community Foundation. We will do our best to serve our community. Thank you.
Yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, make sure that down the road you will still be with all of us to support us and help us. And together we'll make a glorious future for the Asian American community, for the Chinese American community.
All right. Before the next piece, and I want to tell everyone that the silent auction has been going on and will not close until 9:30. So feel free to bid on the silent auction. And the next piece we have is from Hei Feng, who is a Chinese Asian modern contemporary painter. He is a thinker and a poet. He was born in China in 1965, and his piece had been auctioned as high as $160,000. So we're having a large piece, and I think the ladies are going to show them around. This is Lucky Rabbit. And who is born in the year of rabbit? This year is your year, and this is something you can collect in your house and you can brag about it. All right, so we're gonna start this painting at $5,000. $5,000 once. It's good cause. $5,000 from Hei Feng, a very famous painting from China. $5,000. Do I have a taker? 500. Okay, wait. Do I have a 550? Okay. Well, I was just told to introduce this painting in Chinese. This painting is by famous Chinese painter. 这幅画呢是中国著名的画家黑峰的作品。黑峰的作品呢，在北京卖到了16万。所以呢，而且这个呢是 Lucky Rabbit， 幸运兔。今年呢正好是兔年。所以呢，有属于兔年的，这是一个很好的机会，让大家收藏。Okay, do I have $5,500? $5,500. How about those who were born in the year of? Okay, do I have $6,000? Do I have $6,000? Do I have $6,500? 65. Do I have $7,000? $7,000. Do I have $7,500? 70. Do I have $8,000? $8,000. Do I have $8,500? Do I have $9,000? Do I have $95,000? Do I have $100,000? $100,000. Do I have 100? Do I have 11? $110,000. Do I have $110,000? $110,000 once. $110,000. Last chance. 2. And the last chance, absolutely last chance. $110,000 sold. Thank you. Okay, we're going to auction the next piece. Next piece is a painting done by Mr. Siren Chang. And he was a teacher, and he was self-taught artist. And his painting is called Wishing You Double Longevity. And this is another good piece for those who 接下来的一幅画呢是常思仁先生的巨幅画。常先生呢是过去是老师，他是自学成才。那么为了今天的活动呢，他捐送了这一幅他的画。All right. Okay, we're going to start from $3,000. $3,000. $3,500. Do I have a $3,500? $3,500. $3,500. Do I have $4,000? Do I have $4,000? $4,000. Do I have $5,000? This is grateful birthday party. Do I have $5,000? $5,000. Any takers? $5,000 once. Well, do I have $5,500? Do I have $5,500? Do I have $6,000? Do I have $6,000? $6,000. Do I have $6,500? $6,500? $6,500 once. $6,500 twice. $6,500 sold.
Okay, I think that was like a high point of the night, but there will be more amazing items to come. And also to celebrate that, we're going to introduce you to a wonderful singer. Well, she's going to bring us a song from the very famous Chinese TV drama this year called 人世间. We're all living in one human world, so we're going to enjoy the beauty of the sound together. So let's welcome our singer to bring you this song.
会发芽，孩子会长大，岁月的列车不为谁停下，命运的站台 悲欢离合都是刹那，人像雪花一样飞很高又融化。世间的苦啊，要离散雨要下，世间的天啊，走多远都记得回家。平凡的我们撑起屋檐之下一放烟火，不管人世间多少沧桑变化，祝你踏过千重浪，能留在爱人的身旁，在妈妈老去的时光，听她把儿时慢慢讲，追逐你不忘少年样，也无惧那白发苍苍，若年华终将被遗忘，记得你我一样爱着，人世间值得。有多少苦乐，就有多少种活法；有多少变化，太阳都会升起落下。平凡的我们，一身雨雪风霜，不问去哪。虽四季枯荣，依然迎风歌唱。祝你踏过千重浪，能留在爱人的身旁，在妈妈老去的时光，听她把儿时慢慢讲，也祝你不忘少年样，也不惧那白发苍苍，我们像乡种子一样，一生相养，在这片土壤，随万物生长。
How beautiful was the sound? It was still like echoing in my head and keep reminding all of us that we live in one human world. We might have difference in ethnicity, but above all, we're just one humankind. We have to work together, be supportive to each other. That's the future of the whole human society. And with that idea on our mind, I'm so honored to bring you the award ceremony of the night. The first award we're gonna give is the Community Leadership Award, and the winner is the one and only Mr. Sandy Chow. So Sandy is a philanthropist and focuses on social justice issues. He's the founder and chairman of Board of Civic Leadership USA. He was the board chair of Vision New America and executive board member of Xinxin Education Foundation. So let's welcome Mr. Sandy Chow onto the stage and accept the awards. Mr. Sandy Chow, please come onto the stage. to let all of you know as well, one of the winners for the Institutional Award for the Community Leadership Award is also founded by Mr. Sandy Chow, the Civic Leadership USA. CLUSA is dedicated to empower and organize the Asian and Pacific Island American communities to create a national network of civic-minded organizations and leaders and walk in unity. So again, let's welcome Mr. Sandy Chow onto the stage. Have a representative of Mr. Sandy Chow to accept the award. Can you introduce yourself to everyone?
Yeah, I'm the chair of UCA. Mr. Chow has to leave. Right, so, okay.
Yes, my name is Andy Lee. I'm the Civic Leadership USA President, which is founded by Sandy Chow.
Okay.
Let's have the award onto the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause once again for this special moment. So we have a plaque certificate and also the trophy for the winner of the night. Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for the winner. Thank you so much. And next, we have the Community Inspiration Awards, and the winner is Mr. Jia Han, Peter Chow. Peter, please come onto the stage and accept your awards. So Peter's visual impairment became a unique gift to help him see and give back to the world through a lens of gratitude. Peter is the recipient of the Top 10 Outstanding Chinese American Youth Awards in the year of 2022. And also his association, SAVA, Chinese American Volunteer Association, is the winner of the Institutional Award. So Peter, what you have done has been so inspirational to all of us. Would you like to give a few words to our audiences tonight?
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for such an inspiring conference and such an honor to be here. It is my absolutely honor to meet everyone here. I'm here to learn from all of you guys. I see you guys have taught so much. Mr. Sandy is such an inspirational speaker, and I was so glad to have the opportunity to sit next to him and listen to all of the real knowledge that he has to pass on. One of the things that he said is to inspire the next generation of Asian American leaders. And that is what we do here at Chinese American Volunteers Association. We actually have our chairman here, Yiming, raise your hand, Yiming. Yeah, so what we do is that we're a volunteer organization with now over 500 members in Southern California. And what we want to do is that we want to break the social barrier. We want to break the racial barrier. We don't want to only be seen as Asian Americans, the model minority that is out there being doctors and lawyers, but we also want to be part of the community, serving those who are in need, helping those who are needing help. So this way we can break our racial barriers. I'm currently working on a national volunteer platform so that more people and more Asian Americans can have the opportunity to serve one another. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much. We do have kids and, well, youth sitting in the crowd tonight. One second, Peter, since we still have you on the stage. Peter, can you come back? Since you're the lucky winner of the night, we do have a special task for you, because we're going to give some good fortune and pass on your good luck to our audiences tonight as well. So we're going to have the second round of raffle ticket drawing. Okay, can you help us to pick the lucky winners?
All right, that is exciting.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Okay, so last time we actually had 3 numbers, cannot find its masters. So I'm hoping that this time, all eyes on your tickets, your number, and when we call out your number, you will be there. Okay, so start with the first one. Okay, so the first lucky winner, 711184. 711184. Do we have you out there? Okay, I'm gonna count down to 3. If you're not there, we're gonna continue with the next one. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's see who's the next one. 711193. 7111. Oh, we have the fair lady over there. 193. That's you, right? No? Maybe next time. Okay, we'll move on to the next person. Oh, this one is closer. Might be you. 711093. That's you. See, I told you. Okay, you can go to the back of the reception table and claim your gift. And thank you once again, Peter, for helping us. Okay, since we finally found the lucky winner of the night, we're gonna bring you some Western style music. Since so far we have enjoyed so many traditional Chinese performances already, the next piece is gonna be the cello solo, Mozart's Overture to the Magic Flute by Ying Zhang, accompaniment Ying Ling. Please enjoy the beautiful music.
All right. It's getting pretty late, I know that, but we have a lot more good stuff at the end. So 我知道今天已经比较晚了，希望大家，因为我们最后的东西都是非常好的东西，所以请大家注意我们下次接拍的东西。Okay, we have another very valuable collectible paintings. 我们接下来的呢，这幅画是中国著名当代画家谢天成的作品。谢天成呢是刘海粟的弟子，他和齐白石、刘海粟等凤毛麟角的几个画家被选为中国当代画集，也就是说，能进入这个画集的人呢，真的是凤毛麟角。所以呢，他的画是非常有收藏价值的。So it's really valuable, and he's a very famous and accomplished contemporary Chinese painting. We're going to start this paint at $6,000. 我们这个起价呢是6000块。OK, 6,000谢天成的作品，6000块。$6,000. Any taker? $6,000. 谢天成的作品。I want to draw the attention of people right there. One of you may know 谢天成。请大家注意一下，这个接下来的拍品呢是谢天成的作品。这个作品呢是非常有价值的一个作品。我们拍价起价是6000块。6000块 $6,000. Any taker? $6,000. OK, 6000块谢天成的作品。我们两个小姐再把她的画在我们的大厅中走一圈，请大家看一下。中国著名当代画家谢天成的画。极为有价值，在北京拍卖，在国际上都很有影响。Do I have 6,500? Do I have a 6,500? 有没有6500块 ？Do I have a 7,000? 有没有7000块 ？7,000 有没有7500块 $7,500 7500块 $7,500 $7,500 谢天成的作品非常棒 $7,500 7500块 $8,000 Do we have $8,000 $8,000 8000块谢天成的作品8000块 $8,000 Any more $8,000 Do I have $8,500 $8,500 谢天成的作品8500块 $8,500 $8,500 once $8,500 twice 最后一个机会8500块 Do I have $9,000 Do I have $9,000 9000块谢天成作品9000块 Do I have $9,500 有没有9500块 90 Do I have $10,000 Do I have $10,000 10000块 Do I have $10,000 Do I have $11,000 有没有11000块 $11,000 11000块 $11,000 once $11,000 twice last chance $11,000 Do I have $12,000 Do I have $12,000 12000块12000块 $12,000 Do I have $12,000 $12,000 once $12,000 twice last chance $12,000 sold And next, we have 2 fun stuff. 接下来呢，我们还有2个捐赠品。第一个呢是1996年的 Chateau Lafay， 也就是1996年的拉菲特。1996 Chateau Lafay Rothschild, and this is 拉菲特1996年的拉菲特，我们起价是1000块。1996 Chateau Lafay at $1,000. $1,000. 拉菲特1000块钱。这个呢是由喜马拉雅李路先生和的签字的酒，他李路先生捐赠出来的。So $11,000. Do I have $1,200? $1,200. 拉菲特的酒，拉菲特1996年的拉菲。1996 $1,200. Do I have $1,200? Do I have $1,200? $1,200 once? Do I have $1,500? Do I have $1,500? $1,500? $1,500 once? $1,500. Do I have $1,800? Do I have $1,800? 1800块. Do I have $1,800? Do I have $2,000? Do I have I guess that's sorry, that's a child. So no contractual applications for child. So I can't. I have to take that back. $1,800, 1800块，小孩子不能进入合约。So 1800块 $1,800 once, $1,800 twice, $1,800. Do I have $2,000? $2,000 2000块 $2,000 once, $2,000 twice. Last chance, $2,000 sold. All right. Congratulations. 最后一个现场拍卖的是2014年1000公克的1000 kilogram 茅台酒。我们的起价也是1000块钱。2014年的茅台。Okay, so Malta liquor from China, we call that state liquor because it's served in the state dignitaries and the state banquet. Okay. 起价1000块，茅台1000块 $1,000, $1,001, $1,200. Do I have $1,200? 茅台$1,200, 1,200 1200块 $1,200. Do I have $1,200 once? $1,200. Do I have $1,500? $1,500, $1,500. 1500块的茅台 $1,500, $1,500 once, $1,500 twice. Last one. $1,800, $1,800 1800块茅台$1,800 1800块 $1,800 once. $1,800. This is our last piece. Do I have $2,000? $2,000. 2000块茅台 $2,000. $2,000 once. Really the last one? Do I have $2,200? $2,200 茅台 $2,500. $2,500. 2500块 $2,500 once. $2,500 twice. $2,500 sold. Thank you very much. Good night. OK， 另外呢，我们的那个 silent auction 还在继续，一直到9点半，所以呢 ，we still have silent auction, so please help with a good cause. Thank you very much.
Wow, so how exciting was that? To exclamate the excitement, we're going to bring you the happy violin music, the violin solo, Libertango by Jiahou, piano accompaniment, Yingling, accordion accompaniment, Jackson Wen. Yeah, please stay here with us, because with your vibe of tango, we've actually come to the end of tonight's gala. Thank you once again, ladies and gentlemen, for being here with us tonight. It has been such a celebratory and beautiful night, especially after having the rainy days for almost like 1 week in California. It's so glad to have some warm and sunny days back to us. And once again, thanks to our generous sponsors, institutions, individuals, and also to all the volunteers who made today possible. So now I would like to call on all the volunteers to come onto the stage. And this is your moment to take a photo with all of us and enjoy your moment that you well deserve. So please come onto the stage, and to everyone out there, have a good night and enjoy your spring break time. So once again, all the volunteers, please come onto the stage. Have a performance and volunteers. All the volunteers, where are you? We're looking for you now. Come onto the stage.
Sponsors, our sponsors, come to the stage. Yeah, all of our sponsors. 陆晨陆大哥 Richard, Jason, Neville, Edward, all of the不Edward, Neville, 葛倩 everyone. 请我们的 sponsors, all the sponsors, all the UCA volunteers, everyone. 海培，薛海培。谢露席，Crystal， Let's all come to the stage. So this is the time we say goodbye to everyone, but
this is not really a goodbye, because I'm pretty sure I'll see all of you once again in all the future events for the UCA Community Fund. So let's take a photo together to commemorate this moment.